like to talk about is kindness. And kindness is really important these days, and we really see very little of it on a daily basis between different kind of people, rich, poor, woman, man. So the reason I'm talking about kindness is that a few weeks ago, while I was, like all the human beings on this planet, scrolling down a LinkedIn page, I found this video where a young man was terrified and scared just to go down an escalator, and he was asking for help from anyone who can help him just get over his fears and get down from the floor. So a man and his son dressed in a Batman suit, very very intriguing, came to his rescue, and they helped him out by letting him hop on the escalator and taking it easy and one step at a time, and holding his hand until he got to the lower floor. So these acts of kindness are very rare to see. I don't think any one of us, if they found someone struggling like that, would help. So why do I talk about kindness, and why is it important? In today's distracting world, we tend to forget and not practice the act of kindness. Why is that? The act of kindness is one of the most important pillars of mindfulness. And if you are truly a mindful person, that you truly need to practice kindness. And some practitioners even came up with a new terminology to put kindness with mindfulness, and they called it kindfulness. And kindfulness is an important practice. And kindfulness means that it means that without kindness, mindfulness becomes a boring and dry practice. As a result, it's very difficult to imagine how you can be kind without being aware. I mean, you can always try it around you. Try being kind to someone on the street without being aware, or being aware without being kind. Kindness is by far one of the most noblest acts of human beings, and we have forgotten that. We have totally looking for ourselves, even though acts of kindness will eventually help you in the future, because you never know. When you act kindly to someone, maybe one day someone will act kindly to you and help you out. It's a karma thing. So how can we use kindness to lower our stress? Well, firstly, you need to be mindful that you are stressed, for example. And do you have a tightness in your stomach, or tension in your shoulders? Secondly, you need to engage in acts of kindness, warmth, and friendliness with people. And then once you do that, you will feel that the stress that's holding you out is slowly being released into the air, being released away, being removed, and then you become again mindful. So here are some steps you can increase your kindness while being mindful. Number one, while meditating, you can always place your hand on your heart, and this is a practice that many of us do, especially the heart meditation, or that we use for clients, and that we use as practitioners, because the heart meditation is just basically you are imagining all the love in the world, the love for yourself, the love of your family, the love of other beings around you, filling up your heart. And while it's filling up your heart through your inhalation, you're exhaling love to others, to give others love, for them to fill their hearts. So while you're meditating, to improve or increase kindness and to practice more kindness, always place your hand on your heart. The second thing, and this is what we tend to forget, is smile. You need to always smile. If we don't smile, then the acts of kindness are completely useless. So we need to smile. Of course, a lot of people thinking, if I smile to a woman or smile to a guy, then I'm weird, or I'm a creepy guy. But acts of smiling, it really has powerful medical and scientific effects on other human beings. When you're smiling, you release toxins, and you release hormones that are for pleasure. The serotonin and other hormones are released because you are giving out joy. You are giving out happiness through your smile. You're giving out kindness. You're giving out hope that even though in this dark world, even though in this distracted and technological, running fast world, we can still manage to smile at each other. And unfortunately, this has been, like all other things in mindfulness, has been something forgotten in the past, like history books, removed. We don't do it too much, and we don't do it on a daily basis. Unfortunately, this cannot be part of our lives. If you truly want to practice mindfulness, you really need to start doing small little acts of joy, like smiling to a little child in front of you, smiling to someone, or just being a gentle person. I always try and do that when I'm in a shop, and even if a woman is standing and waiting for me, I try to act as a gentleman as possible, because acts of kindness are very rare. Number 3, paying attention with your heart on what you focus on. So what do we mean by that? So when you focus on something, when you focus on a certain act, it increases your kindness, and this is really important. So you need to focus, even if it's a negative thought, you have to focus on how it could be kinder. How could you make this negative thought into a more positive and more compassionate thought? An act, even if it's a negative act, even if you know it will not be something of use to the person, how can you make it more useful to that person? So it's really important to do these things. Another important thing is softening your self-talk. You know, when you stand in front of a mirror and you shout at yourself and say you are such an idiot and such a failure, and look how fat you are, and look how ugly you look, and so on. And that self-talk, that pep talk in front of the mirror, try and be kinder to yourself. Try and say kinder words, even if you know that you did something that is in your eyes a mistake, or in your eyes a failure. You can always talk softly. You can always talk in a way that makes it kinder for yourself. Again, I always say this in all the sessions I give and all the presentations I deliver, that we are more critical on ourselves than others. So be kinder to yourself, be gentle to yourself. That is important. Kindness has several benefits. As I said, kindness lowers stress level really a lot, and this is really important. It lowers stress and anxiety, and in a world where stress and anxiety is top priority, I think lowering it is really important. And I'm guessing it's a medicine if we act kindness. Just think about it. Think about just an act of kindness a day, one act of kindness a day. How much it makes you feel, how less stressed it makes you feel, how much it makes you feel better, how much it makes you feel more grateful. Gratitude in saying that you acted so kindly to this person who might not have the same chances, who might have not have the same tools, the hopes, the dreams, his passion, and you're just trying to help him. And kindness acting kindly is not just by giving money to people who are in need. You can always act kind with a word. You can always act kind again with a smile. So acts of kindness is not just materialistic. It could be emotional. It could be verbal. Number two, it improves and enhances social connectiveness. It improves your how socially you are connected to other people. It improves social sustainability between others. Acts of kindness is a vital human act that improves our social stance. Number three, it decreases negative emotions. It decreases negative emotions. And what do we mean by decreasing negative emotions? Well, instead of having negative emotions on that day, instead of having negative thoughts, as I always tell my audience, and I always tell my clients, human beings on a daily average day have between 50 to 60,000 thoughts, and between those 50 and 60,000 thoughts, from 75 to 80% of these thoughts are negative. We are designed like that. God has designed us like that, so that we take caution of every thought and everything we do, of every action we do. But acts of kindness could decrease these thoughts, could make these thoughts less negative, could make these thoughts even more positive, turn them in a positive manner, in a positive image. So it's really important. So kindness does decrease negative emotions. It also strengthens empathy and increases compassion, and this is very rare these days. So increases empathy and compassion, and I feel that. When I act kindly, I feel empathetic to that person. I feel compassion to that person. I feel like I did something nice. I did something good. I did something that to me would be considered a good deed, a good thing. So acts of kindness increases empathy, increases and enhances empathy, increases compassion. To imagine that acts of kindness also can decrease chronic pain. Amazing. It's such an amazing act that it doesn't cost us a cent to do, and its long-term effect is amazing. It decreases chronic pain. I mean, it's so amazing that I would advise everyone to act kindly. And finally, one of the finest benefits is it slows aging process. Imagine that you're always smiling, that you're always joyful, that you're always acting kindly to others. It really decreases the aging process. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna age, but it means that you are gonna age, but on a longer term and a longer base, and that is amazing, amazing, amazing. So, as you can see, kindness is a pivotal part of your mindfulness. And if you are planning to become a mindfulness coach, or if you're planning to become a mindfulness person in this world, acts of kindness is important. You cannot be mindful without being kind. And if you try and think that you can become mindful without being kind, I mean, I'm sorry to say that you are really not being genuine to yourself and to others. So for the next 30 days, each day I want each one of you to write in your journal or